So here we are once again, that critical window, 10 minutes before Dow Jones. They've bid the euro and the pound through the floor to the maximum, straight down. This is the euro, sheared off, brutalized, abused on the 4 hour. Right? Is this a trend we can sustain? We could have bought at the market the last 4 hours. Could have bought anything below here. This would be the ultimate exit if you're buying now. Trying to make 40 pips. Waiting for stocks to open. Stocks are kind of punished too. Bitcoin's outrageously overpriced. Dollar's climaxed in the air. It's the 4 hour. Dow looks ready to crash. Like this is free fall now. Free fall maybe. Or is this the trap, right? Always the question. Is this a trap? People are selling here? Or is this the... Of course, if you are buying here, I'm going to get out here. Last known support doji. And here's the ultimate exit. And of course, wow. Look out. Look out below. The 1 hour says buy. Once again, doing this lock-in trade here. The 5-minute scalpers are already out. And here's the 15-minute. All these trades are underwater below that big stack of like an hour of shaved candles right there. We kind of had that scalp in already. I think we might have taken that scalp right there. They took the scalp before the news. I'm sorry, this is before the news. So this is how ruckus things get. You come here, you think everything's all wonderful, and then bam. And I think that's what just blows people's minds. They're like, well, but this trade was working out so well. Yeah, but you know, ICT's out there, and he's got a sell limit right there. He's going against you. Inside trader. Institutional inside trader. Okay, waiting for the engulfment here of some degree. I'm going to be cashing out automatically on my predefined 20 pip winners to here. Just so happens it's about 20 pips from here to here. And this is Hugo. We're back. So we started with about $1,000 this morning. About 4 hours of nonsense this morning, but a lot of thrills and spills. We made that money before the news, and then we got 6 minutes before stocks open, and they're going to open on the half hour. So I go to the half hour chart, and I'm like, okay. If you're along here, I would say hold. What you got to lose? This is Trump trading. What do you got to lose? Hold till maybe here, or maybe just till you make your 20 pips and get out, which would be right about yay. And that's we got this derived from the 15-minute time frame. Is that little somehow not on auto scroll here? Okay, so yeah, there you go. So you can see it here, one zigzag, but you can't see it on the half hour. A lot of people getting out here. That 5 minutes before the news, a lot of people getting out. But if we hold, not the news, but the stocks opening. So that's what I mean. You'll see them bid this thing to just the edge into stocks. And then when stocks open, maybe takes off like all that pressure to the north side. It doesn't have to, but it's kind of a classic. Sometimes they bid it up, and then that's the top. And then it's all downhill from there. Okay, the 5-minute charts are going to update here in 10 seconds. So I'm going to look at that 5-minute bottoms become tops, but maybe not so much on this chart. So the context matters, especially if we go to the 4-hour chart. You have to ask yourself, okay, maybe you are selling here, but at least wait till 1 o'clock when we come back to the floor, right? Maybe this is the new downtrend. So half hour, 1 hour. Okay, so there's the 1 hour. The 4 hours, like, wow. The daily is like, wow, yeesh. This thing's out of control. And I mean, the dollars, fundamentally, they are printing more dollars. I think they're at $30 trillion of debt in the United States. I think going for all-time retard high watermark of retardation here. 4 hour, 1 hour. So we got to push back through this. Stocks will be open. And then we've got that final gust of wind into the close of for the next 4 hours. So until 1 o'clock, 3.5 hours. And then if we can make it to here, we'll have made at least our 20 pip targets built in. Those are the scalps. Okay, I'm already cashing out of something here. As soon as my margin starts to evaporate, that'll be good. I don't know if we'll ever make it to this sell window. It's kind of far away now, so just about above water on my worst entry of this slicing down of the euro-dollar. Just sheared off all this stuff. Cleared that out. And this is your better entries, and your best entry is going to be this slot right here. And even those, you're underwater right now. But we never made it to this deep discount here. Oh, I guess we did. In the bid we did, so right there. And we look to get out here for the 40 pips maybe by the end of the week. I don't know if it's smash down, drift up, or smash down, smash up. We could go either way on this. So 5 minutes after stocks open, we might just be getting out. Depending what happens, looks ready to tank here. The 5. 15 minute, still really down. It doesn't have to go right back up there. We give it on the 4-hour chart. We give it till 1 o'clock. Should be able to scalp out of something. I was in over 4 standard lots here. I took a standard lot off the table. I can tell by the margin requirement just went down. We were in 4. Well, margin wise, using the 1,001 leverage, so it's costing us $1, $40 a trade. But I'm actually overestimating the size here. But I'm just gonna say 3 standard lots. British pound, exclusively on this account. This is Pike trading. Just about above water on every ticket here. We could get out. Call it a day right there. We're going to go for the full Monty and golf. Stocks are going to open here. And there'll be a half hour. I don't know if there's any news coming out at 10, but there'll certainly be a lot of people trading here in the next minute. People will be off to the races, sloshing it all over the place. Look at the 1 minute chart. Oh, look at this nice trend starting. All right. We are back to that infamous pivot. I'm going all the way back to here. That thing has respect for the pivot there. Stops below the 20 and then. So now we got to make a real blistering move in the next 5 minutes. Stock's going to open here. So as long as we don't take out this low, then we're probably going to get an engulfment. We'll get a rally up. Try to get back into fair value, at least this one here. It'd be my major support cash out 1 minute chart. Okay, there you go. Stocks are open. So as long as we don't go lower than that. If we go lower than that, I have buy orders down there. I'm planning for the worst. Big sell off there in the beginning. This 5 minutes will be critical. So I sit here for 5 minutes, watch 1 minute chart form. Coming back to this doji on the 1 minute, so to speak. But this is fair value for the last. So right now the buyers come in to consider this fair value of the last known range. I think they would. These people are getting heavy here just before, well, and the next, right here, they're getting in. They figure that we're not going to stay in this box for the rest of the day, this 20 pip window. And I would have to say that is absolute certainty. We're not going to stay. We're either going up or down from here. So if you're bullish, you're buying here because you're in the middle of fair value and you want to ride it up and you want to get in before the breakout. So the so-called retail trader has this buy stop sitting here. I just don't know what's going to happen, so I'll put a buy stop here, and this is a Biden trading stop. I'll put a sell stop here, and whichever way the wind blows, I don't know. I guess. Okay. Gotta buy some. It could be, you got to get in late, but sell stop there. You bracket in 20 pips. If they hit both tickets, you just lost 20 pips, right? So this is the 1 minute chart is updated. Now we're looking to update the 2 minute chart. So this is still the major support going back. This yellow line here happens to be that insane. Like, wow, we are just go right to the 4-hour chart here. And wow, that's a deep discount. And that's the hurdle to overcome. All right, 5-minute traders. If they bought the bottom of the hour, this is right when the Dow Jones opens, but it goes down a little bit lower. But if you're trading on the clock, that would be the opening of the Dow Jones right there on that pullback. Now we got to make a stampede and rebalance the books. We've been unfair value on this pound. They pounded the pound. So that whole window of the news to the Dow to the crazy 40 pips of insanity down here at the bottom of a major sell-off, probably the biggest sell-off here for the 4-hour chart in quite some time. All these guys with the very tight take profits, they're already in and out. They made their 20 pips. And that's a trade that you could have put on when the market was here, which is inconceivable that you could place a trade when the market is up in the nosebleed section to the north. It's here, and you're putting a buy limit here, and people are like, I don't get it. Yeah, that's worth about 20 pips. Same thing here. You got buy limits here. Yeah, that's worth about 40 pips. Buy limit here. That's worth about 40 pips with a 20 pip stop. Yeah, you could get stopped out of that, sure. Anything, right? But those are critical. Okay, looks like we're kind of in limbo here. Everybody's wondering. We've got the 5-minute chart updates here in 55 seconds. Everybody's getting all wiggy. All kinds of fluctuations going on in my equity here. Go to the 5. Pull back on the 5 again. We're just about to update that. So, okay, we had to pull back here. The stock's open, and this is 5 minutes after stock's open. They're still kind of like smashing it down. Kind of frightening on the 1 minute. If you like the 1 minute chart, always be aware of that bigger time frame. Okay, this is it. So it's 5 minutes after, and then from here on, it's kind of like, what are you going to do? You bought here when the Dow opened. When the Dow opened, it came back to fair value. You're building a position in this box, and the jury is out until we get out of that box. We pick up the goobers on either side. We're either going down lower. This buy stop gets triggered, hopefully without it coming down and smashing this and then going up. Or you have a sell stop here because you say it's in a downtrend. Because if you pick the right time frame, you can make for a downtrend argument. Not too hard. Get a moving average here, downtrend right here. It's going down, right? Okay, so that's it. The 5-minute traders have spoken. They bought these 10-minute pullback. One was right when the Dow opened, and 5 minutes later they bought, and they're holding on. Like me, for dear life, for a rally. Back up again, people. And once we took out this wick, I'm going to stop the video and go back to my normally scheduled entertainment. But that's some active trading there, and of course, I had to dump the whole position up here. Otherwise, it's too big a position. Now we're only in 300. I mean, yeah, 300K, but we've padded the account with $300 because we made money on that pre-news rally. So we have a little bit more gunpowder for this final leg of the tour. Still could tank. Never rule out tanking. 15 minutes, kind of like, well, guys are waiting for the 15-minute to buy. Anyways, that's that. Let's see what happens.